What's happening, guys, and welcome back to Celebrity Overdose. Charlie Puth and Justin Bieber have somewhat of a history with one another, and not all of it is good. In this video, we're taking a look at Charlie Puth revealing how Justin Bieber ruined Selena Gomez. But before we get started, please be sure to both like this video and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on our future videos going forward. Number 8. Confirming the relationship. There's been a lot that's happened between Charlie and Justin, and one of the things that connects the two together is their relationship with Selena Gomez. After the rumors of Selena and Charlie dating one another reached a fever pitch, they couldn't keep it hidden anymore. After they had broken up with one another, Charlie confirmed in an interview that he had had a relationship with Selena Gomez at one point in his life. He said that while the relationship was very short-lived and very small, it had a very huge impact on his life. He even referred to the fact that it was in fact Justin who ruined the relationship between the two of them, and there are many reasons why he thinks that, which we'll get into later. While he didn't directly mention Bieber, he did say that he knew he wasn't the only person on Selena's mind. So at this point, you might be wondering a bit about the relationship and how Charlie and Selena actually got together, so let's take a look into that right now. Number 7. Charlie and Selena dating. This all happened back in 2016, and it was reported by several inside sources that Selena and Charlie had in fact started dating each other. Even though many fans had accepted this fate, for a while, neither of them said anything in public. It was even reported by an insider that Selena was very into Charlie, but there was one thing that was a bit disappointing about their relationship. This one thing was the fact that the two of them knew from the very beginning that their relationship wasn't going to be anything serious, which is why they moved on to denying it altogether. Number 6. Denying the relationship. When the fans had waited long enough, they started demanding answers from the two singers about what was going on in regards to their relationship. These pleas must have reached the eyes and ears of some reporters, who then had the courage to ask her about it. As soon as she was asked, she immediately denied having any sort of relationship with Charlie, except for the fact that they were working together. Another reason why this question was even asked in the first place was that Charlie had posted a video of the two of them going from one party to another after they both attended the Golden Globe event together. And interestingly, it wasn't only Selena that was denying those rumors, as Charlie also explicitly made clear that they were just making songs together. As we now know, all of these were lies told to protect their relationship.
Into what I'm about to ask her, and that was if she wanted to be a part of the song, and my buddy was just...
Number 5. Writing songs about Selena. It's a very normal thing in the music industry that singers often write about their past relationships in their songs in order to deepen the impact of their music and to make it feel more personal. Well, as it turns out, Charlie did the same when he broke up with Selena. In an interview, he casually dropped the fact that one of his greatest hits, We Don't Talk Anymore, was somewhat about his short relationship with Selena Gomez. But it's a bit confusing as to why Selena would want to feature in a song that was partially impacted by her own self. But that wasn't the only thing that Charlie did after ending things with Selena. Number 4. Feud with Bieber. If you thought writing a song about Selena was the only thing that Charlie would do, you'll be shocked to hear that he went even further. When the song that he made alongside Selena was released, the two of them sang it together on stage multiple times. During one of those times, Charlie let his emotions get the best of him. While he was singing the song We Don't Talk Anymore on stage in Dallas, he cursed out Justin in front of the entire crowd. Surprisingly, you would think that since Selena was also performing on stage, he wouldn't dare do any such thing, but it turns out the audience in the show more than agreed with him. As soon as he cursed Justin, the entire crowd cheered wildly. But this all lost its impact as something astonishing happened after the concert. Number 3. Issuing an apology. Since it's a very common thing nowadays to film a performance, there were multiple fans that recorded the instance of Charlie cursing out Justin Bieber. Soon after these were posted on social media, they immediately went viral and millions of people viewed them. Charlie must have realized that having millions of Justin's fans hate him for his words wouldn't be a good thing for his career, so he immediately went to Twitter and issued an apology. In the apology, he said that he had been a huge fan of Justin Bieber and he had nothing but great things to say about him. He even added that what he meant in the middle of the song was meant as a joke, but because it was interpreted in another way, it was his fault for doing so. After some time had passed, Justin and him reconciled, and Justin even supported Charlie on social media by promoting his new song. Number 2, bringing it up again.
Said fuck you on stage to me. I don't think it's very funny, to be honest.
It seemed like everything had been settled between the two of them because 6 years had passed and neither Charlie nor Justin brought it up ever again. That was up until a few weeks ago when Justin casually posted a video on his Instagram. He was seen very sincerely asking Charlie why he had said those things to him. Justin said all this in such a serious tone that Charlie was shocked for a few moments. He even immediately reiterated that it was a joke and he had already apologized for it. But this wasn't enough for Justin, and he just kept on making Charlie feel bad for doing such a thing. Around a minute passed when Justin finally broke down and revealed that it was all a prank and that he was just joking around with Charlie. For people that knew nothing about this video, they would have been extremely shocked for a short period of time. Thankfully, nothing serious happened, and that video also goes to show how far the two of them have come along in their friendship.
It was a joke.
I know, but it hurt my feelings.
Bro, you can't be serious. That wasn't real.
Number 1, fan reaction. When anything like this happens on social media, one of the most interesting things to do after watching the video is to see what other people have to say about the whole thing. Well, in this case, fans had a lot to say, and one of the themes revolved around how scary it was to see Justin act like that. Normally, when people try to prank others, they're barely able to keep their laughter suppressed, but Justin managed to do it in such a way that it felt unnatural to witness. Another thing that happened was that fans took this whole thing way too seriously and said that Justin should have known better than to bring this topic up again, since he had also insulted and apologized to Taylor Swift at one point, so he must have known what Charlie had felt. They meant it along the lines of being sympathetic to Charlie instead of making him relive one of the worst times of his career. And these were some of the details of how Justin ruined Selena Gomez. Whatever happened, happened. Just be thankful that Charlie and Justin have now patched things up with one another. This brings us to the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell so you don't miss out on future videos going forward. If you enjoyed the content, then let us know by leaving a like. And until next time, take care and goodbye.